All right. Welcome everybody. Thanks for dropping in. I know it's people that's live right now, but thanks for dropping in. I came on here to briefly give an explanation as to what has been going on, what has been happening. Lord, I've been taking many hits. Sometimes people say you have to be knocked down very, very low in order to stand up again higher. And that's exactly what I've been experiencing. And I've been experiencing it since about 3 weeks ago. So I want to give a brief explanation to that. Let me look over to the comments. Let me see. Okay, I see my wifey. How you doing, Vibrant Law? Thanks so much for dropping in. But yeah, I want to give explanation to that. So what occurred? Okay, so where should I start? I think I'm gonna start with the new channel since I already have the link in the chat. Okay, so today, this was earlier today, I received a copyright on my second channel, not this here channel, on my second channel. I received a copyright for like a old Anita Baker performance that I had put up. And then shortly after that, um, one came from a woman by the name of Brenda from Zeus Network. I guess she goes around and, whatever flags people that upload their what they call that creative property, their creative property, the footage and content that Zeus owns. And when so I had zero strikes then, but once the Anita Baker thing hit, and I believe that YouTube Ben had the Anita Baker thing and held on to it. I do not believe that it fell on the same day as the Zeus, but I believe that YouTube really wanted to get rid of that damn page on my second channel. So I think they held on to it until they had enough strikes, because if you get 3 strikes, they'll take your entire channel. So once the Zeus uh copyright infringement came, I knew my page was going to go. And then shortly after that, that's when they flagged all other Zeus content that I had. It was like over 10. So of course my page would only go with 3. They didn't need the extra 7. But there was about like 10 things that I had on that particular page. I knew better too. You know, so that's part of me taking accountability, me not being so angry. But I honestly felt like YouTube held on to the whole the Anita Baker thing so that they could store up enough strikes against me to get me up and out of here. And they worked. Let me look towards the chat. What is up? Still seeing vibrant. And what's up to everybody in the skybox? How are you guys? Please drop down. So I lost that particular page, and that page I named it the same page as before. TMG with Yamain. So here's a little brief thing I put together for just to promote it, you guys, because I have some pull at this point now. It's not for me just to look towards one individual. Who is that one individual? I'm speaking about Tracy and saying, hey, could you help me out? She has a lot of pull, so I turn towards her because she's really like one of the only people that supports me. But I would like to support myself and advocate for myself. So the new channel, you guys, is TMG with Yamain. Please subscribe. The link is in the chat. So that was on loop, you guys. So the link is in the chat. On Vibrant, I have a question for you. How come when people have lives right after the live, when I go to check the chat and read the chat, I can't see that anymore? There was a time months ago when I would replay, like if I was part of the replay gang and I would go back to the particular video, I could see the chat. Why is it that I can't see the chat today? Is there a reason for that? Please explain to me if you have the explanation. Are you able to see the chat still? Let me know. Oh, let me put that up. So she writes, it takes time for the chat to, wait a minute. Also, not everyone enables chat. Oh, I have to enable it. Maybe that's something that changed because before it would just be there for me, and I don't think I ever enable anything. So let me know how to enable it. And I think it says to write to load. It takes time for the chat to load. Right. But then sometimes, all right, well let me look into that because I don't think every time like I came into like not being able to go to the chat, I don't think it's because right afterwards. Like a lot of times it would be right afterwards. Right afterwards I would go back and I wouldn't see it. But there's been times where I waited a day, you know, and I would think that I would have had time to upload and it's still not there available for me. But let me check to be sure. Let me check to be sure. But I wonder about that. Thank you so much for letting me know. Let me see. Um, Let me take that down. What is up, Angela Hurt? It's good to see you. Thanks for dropping in the courtyard. And then you wrote check your settings in the studio. Okay, so I'll do that. Let me see if I can see them now. Settings studio. In the studio. Are you talking about the studio? I don't know which. Oh, wait a minute. What studio are you talking about? Are you talking about this? You're not talking about StreamYard Studio. I guess you're talking about YouTube Studio. So let me know what is up, Angela. Okay, so that's the first thing that I have. Here's the other hit that I took. So that was the hit that I took today, earlier today. I'm losing my second channel. But about 3 weeks ago, I took a hit with like two government issue phones. They were old, outdated phones that I had, but it was I had things on it that was very sentimental to me that I won't be able to get back, and that was the hurt piece that came with it. One, I lost my Cash App. My Cash App had about, if I could, if what I'm recalling is correct, it had about $80 on it. I wish I would have deposited that into my account before I lost that. So I lost my, my original Cash App, which was, I don't even want to say it because I don't even want it in people's heads, but I know that Vibrant, you have remembered what it is. So I have a whole new Cash App because that was on the phone. And with a lot of these apps, what they do is give you an option. And I'm not the most tech savvy, but they give you an option of either email or a phone number. And I did phone number. And with that phone, I'm gonna tell you what happened with the phone, but I lost the number. But you could still have your Cash App up and running even if you lose the number. What happened was the phone refused to come back on for me. Like one day it was working, and then the next day I woke up and tried to work it, and it wouldn't even come on for me. So I took it to one of them phone repair places here in my city or whatever. Actually, I took it to two, because I had things that was very sentimental. I had like video of um, like it was a person like right in that last day of passing. The loved one that I lost. I had that, and I never wanted to lose that. And it was on that phone and only that phone. I wish I would have emailed it to myself so I could have it on another device. So I lost that. Um, and actually, if I had the phone here with me and I was able to turn it on, it would be some other things that were sentimental to me that I had on it that I will point out. But I can't remember at this point. I just know that it hurt me, that I lost it and I lost my Cash App. So I do have a new Cash App and I would like to promote it. Let's see. Okay. Okay, let me read the comments again. And Vibrant, you wrote YouTube and StreamYard. I guess I would check that on YouTube, I guess. And StreamYard settings. I did look towards the StreamYard settings. Look, I don't think I saw anything that relates to um the showing of the chat. I'm talking about like other chats. Let's say Tracy. When if I happen to miss one of her lives and I check in the day after, when I go to look at it, it shows the video, but it doesn't show the chat to me. So that's what I'm describing. What is up, L. Edwards, and what is up, Molly? And I had lost my Instagram, but I have found it. When did I find it? About 3 hours from now. But that was one of the things that I was going to get on here and talk about. So in that time, I did create a second Instagram page, but I didn't even think it would be a second one. I thought it would replace the one that I lost. Why did I think I lost it? Because that also was on the phone. But I found it from an email that I put the same email on a different device, and so I got in it about 3 hours ago. So thank God I had my original Instagram page, which is what I wanted the entire time. I didn't want to change. I just have to start, like, if you have like a main pipeline or whatever, as you begin to open up new faucets, like faucet one and faucet two, faucet three, it kind of drains from, like, and dilutes things or whatever. Um, it's my own school of thinking or whatever. So I actually didn't want one, but I'm going to keep the new Instagram page that I have, and just if I happen to do, because you can go live on Instagram, I may actually do that and try to build the audience there. Let me go to the comments. Let's see. Um, thank you so much, L. Edwards, and I already spoke to you, but I appreciate you, Angela Hurd. Thanks so much for dropping in on Courtyard. Thank you so much, Molly. Molly, thank you so much. And welcome to the courtyard, Rodney. Oh, Rodney. Rodney, answer me this. Did you, I don't know, in the, let's say in the last month or so, did you pick up like some weird energy like from me? Yes or no? Like, let me know that. I would like to see your response. Molly, I would explain it in a way you can understand, but the faucet example is a good analogy. Yeah, I wanted my original everything. So, even with the Cash App or whatever, I didn't want to change that. But let me play that one more time for the name, because they wouldn't allow me to use the same name. Yeah, so the name of the Cash App, I guess they call it username, is dollar sign Yamain Unke. YAHMANE I'm sorry. YAHMANEUMKAY. So just to keep you guys abreast, let me look over to the chat to see Rodney's comment. Let's see. Well, I don't see your response, Rodney. Let's see. Yeah, so please subscribe to the new channel at the MF and Goons with Yamin. Are you using? Yes. So it's Yamin Unk Cash App. Yes, but without Cash App being behind it. But the name would just be like, are you using this dollar sign? Well, you didn't write dollar sign, but yeah, it would be dollar sign. This is what I'm reading. Are you using this? Yeah, that's the name without Cash App being at at the end, and the dollar sign being in front of your main okay. Because I no longer have access to the other one because it was on the phone that broke. And rather than using the email, I use a number for that. And that number goes to that same phone. And that number was cut off before the phone broke on me. The phone won't come on. And I took it to repair shops and they weren't able to repair it. But they damn sure charged me to be able to look into whether they could fix the problem. So I still was charged, not a whole lot, not as if they fixed it, but just a head. I forget what they called the diagnostic or whatever. They came up with some name to take my money. What is up to my mind, Carrie? How are you, Carrie? It's good to see you. Let's see. Oh, what's in my about section? Because I thought I updated. What's in my about section? Let me know. I thought I updated. Vibrant, let me know. Let me see. Okay, right. Right. And I also, like, right before this live, I also had to re-update because the second Instagram page that I told you guys about, I created that what yesterday or whatever. Um, I told you I found my old Instagram today, like 3 hours ago. And so I had to take that out and then put my old one in, which is what I wanted. Yeah. Your new Cash App is in the about section. Right. That's what I wanted. And that's the last thing I was gonna say. Um, for you guys who didn't like note it, like it's in my about section. I was gonna call it my channel description, not the video description, but it's in my channel description. And when I'm done with this live, I'm gonna try to put my new channel TMG with you, I mean, and the video description. You know what I mean? What was your question again? Rodney, have you like picked up any weird vibes coming from me like in the last month? Like first I wanna hear your response. Like weird energy from me. And where did you go? Did you hibernate? Like where did you run off to? That's just yeah, I'm coming back. But yeah, let me know. You made a mess, but sounds like it's straightened out. Okay. Let me know. I'm still watching the chat for your response, Rodney. So let me know, Devo. I mean, he said no, I didn't pick up anything. Why you asking? Cause like some weeks ago, like it took me some time to get over, it, and I still have feelings on it. But I got angry with you. I got angry with you, and you know how people say, oh well, you could yeah, like even with you just recently, they're like, well, you could call that person to, you could pull them to the side and say this. I have no way of pulling you um to the side to say this, but I had asked you in the past um for your Instagram, and you had said you didn't have an Instagram, but I swear, like a week and a half later, I heard you going back and forth with Misunderstood while I was in your chat, and you had told her the blocking when you blocked, you said you still like her or whatever. I'm paraphrasing. You still like her and you appreciate it, but the blocking that you did to her on Instagram, that was purposeful. Like it was deliberate and you meant it, and you yeah, and you stand by it. And I'm like, I just, you know, I'm like, he told me he didn't have it. Yeah. So yeah, yes, it was like it was anger. I'm like, what the hell? But why did he tell me he didn't have it? But yeah, but I wasn't gonna make a big stink about it. I just didn't like the fact that I had no other way to tell you except for me being on live or maybe being in the chat and trying to type it. But yeah, I really wanted to just ask you about that. Like, what was that about? Did you forget what you said to me? He said, "Oh, I didn't know you were angry with me. But if you want my IG, that's no problem." Yeah, but I don't want it this way though. Like, make it an issue out of it. Because I figure if you told me that, you told me for a reason, and I don't have no problem. Like even when you first told me you didn't have one, you know. But I mean, no, I don't want it this way. Like I feel like now I'm pressuring you. Like, and I felt like if you said no, like initially, like you said it for good purpose, good reason. Yeah, I mean, it's I you, Roddy. But yeah, and I didn't even want to bring that to you because I felt like other people were already bringing you enough. Like, and I'm like, for me to add this thing, he's just gonna think that I'm on like the Rodney hate train or some shit, or just picking at petty things and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm just like he didn't have to say he didn't have it. Just say I don't want to have contact with you on Instagram, and I'll be cool. Yeah, I mean, ain't going Ain't going now. Oh, what Tracy say? I ain't going. That's what she's talking about. Okay, but yeah, because the last thing I want to do is clash with you. But yeah, or look like these thirst buckets on here. That's another thing. But thank you guys so much. So please subscribe to the new page. Yeah, and I'm glad. Like at least I don't know how you feel that I said it, but I'm glad. Like at least we were able to see. This ain't a real talk. The link is in the damn chat. But at least we were able to correspond or go, communicate and express ourselves about it without any crazy shit going on. But I'm about to get out of here, you guys. Please subscribe to the channel. I got knocked down. I'm trying to get back up. Thank you guys so much. I'm looking for an outro to be out of here. And I'm gonna try to make time to come back on here soon because there is some stuff I would love to talk about and I'm backed up like with content. But it's me trying to find the time with work and everything else. That's what it is, you guys. All right, so let me get off of here. Thank you guys so much for dropping in. There was a time when nobody did. Appreciate you guys. Let's get out of here.